Brentford have broken their transfer record for the second time this season as they've confirmed the signing of Nathan Collins from Wolves. Senior reporter Rob Dorset joins me now. This is a really exciting signing for Brentford. £23 million or there or thereabouts, but a bit of a worry for Wolves again.
Yeah, listen, it's a very good signing for Brentford. They had a fantastic season last season and they're strengthening still further. So, yeah, for Bees fans, I think you've got to say that's a good option. A 6-year contract, by the way, with the option for another 2 on top of it. £23 million, as you say. But, yeah, where does this leave Wolves? Sold some of their superstars in this transfer window. But I've got a bit of news for you because I've been told in the last few minutes that Wolves are now under no further financial pressure to sell any more players this summer, having sold Nathan Collins. It doesn't quite clear all of their obligations, I don't think, with regards to financial fair play. But there was a real threat that they were going to fall foul of those rules in 18 months' time if they didn't sell now. But you're right, from a fan's perspective, Ruben Neves, jewel in the crown, gone to Saudi Arabia for £47 million. Connor Cody, leader and fans' favourite. There you go. He's gone to Leicester for £8.5 million. Nathan Collins, 23. Neves at the top there, 47. You can see the others that have been released there to allow a gap in the wage bill as well, which was also growing worryingly. And on top of those that you're looking at now, we've seen Max Kilman linked with Spurs. Wolves have already rejected a bid for Kilman from Napoli, I understand. And that is still a possible deal that could go through. But the difference is now that Wolves are in control of it. They can decide whether they get good value from Spurs or anybody else for Max Kilman. And if they do sell him, it'll be with a view to reinvesting that money elsewhere in the squad and particularly at centre-back. So no pressure to sell him. That doesn't mean he's necessarily going to stay. He may yet sign a new contract at Wolves. So Max Kilman's still a little bit up in the air.
Well, one deal that is inching closer is Mason Mount from Chelsea to Manchester United. What's the latest there?
We've been talking about it for a long time now, haven't we? And there's been a lot of due diligence from Manchester United's perspective on this one. But yes, that £55 million deal plus a potential £5 million in add-ons, we expect to be completed very soon. We could get a formal announcement in the next 24 hours. He's completed his medical now. Potentially a 5-year contract, we're being told, on the table for him. And you wonder where it leaves Chelsea fans thinking about Mason Mount, because he's been a key player for them. Still only 24, prime of his career really, best years maybe even ahead of him, and they're selling him to a rival, albeit with only 1 year left on his contract and a decent chunk of money coming in. So yeah, Mount to Manchester United very close now.
It just seems to be a big exodus at Chelsea, doesn't there? Could be another one as well.
Well, yeah. I mean, you've been working on this one yourself as well. This is Callum Hudson-Odoi, and we do expect him to leave Chelsea this summer. Only got a year left on his contract, and it's pretty clear from the player's perspective that he thinks it's the right time to leave Chelsea now. His first-team opportunities have been limited a little bit, haven't they? And he's nowhere near the England squad where he was comfortably ensconced a few years ago. So his career has stalled a little bit in recent times, and it's pretty clear that he wants out, and he's got options because we've been told that there's been approaches for him from other clubs in the Premier League, from the Bundesliga, and inevitably from Saudi Arabia as well. So watch this space with Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Yeah, so Mauricio Pochettino, we knew that his inbox was basically going to be predominantly about releasing players. Now, one of his former players is always in the headlines in this summer's transfer window. That is Harry Kane, of course. Sky in Germany reporting Bayern Munich not giving up on Harry Kane. What's the latest?
Yeah, our colleagues over in Germany are making it very clear that Bayern Munich are determined to get Harry Kane. And they've wanted him for quite a while now. This isn't the first time they've made an approach for him. But the sense I get from speaking to colleagues out there is that they believe that there may be a glimmer of light, an opportunity to get Harry Kane, because he's only got a year left on his contract. Now, the word we're getting from Spurs is he's not for sale, categorically, even though he's got a year left on his contract, and they wouldn't welcome any bids from anybody. But you just wonder, Daniel Levy, if he was to be offered £70 million for Harry Kane, it's a very big call for Spurs to turn that down, expecting Harry Kane to walk away for free a year later. But again, of course, if Harry Kane gets them into the Champions League, that's worth £50 or £60 million in its own right. So it's a very difficult judgment call for Spurs to make this summer, I think. Do they cash in now? Do they try and hold on in the hope that, you know, a new manager can persuade Harry Kane to stay and the team can flourish and they can convince him of the club's ambitions? Or do they cash in now while there's clearly offers on the table or Bayern Munich prepared to pay money? And we expect Bayern Munich to come in with a substantial offer soon. That's what our colleagues in Sky Germany are saying.
Yeah, something tells me we haven't heard the last of Harry Kane in this window, but there is positive news for Tottenham fans and a potential arrival.
Yeah, and this will be music to Spurs fans' ears, won't it? Because it's been pretty much doom and gloom. But they're in advanced talks with Wolfsburg over the signing of defender Mickey van der Ven. And a decision should be taken on that one pretty quickly, we understand. No terms or contracts agreed yet. And there were strong suggestions that Liverpool were very keen on him, but it looks like Spurs have stolen a march on Liverpool. And he's a heck of a player, 22 years old, Netherlands defender, incredibly pacey, really, really quick. And it could cost just £30 million, which for a 22-year-old would be a great deal. So, yeah, watch this space, Spurs fans. We'll keep you posted. But Mickey van der Ven, very much one that they're targeting.